Emma's mom, my ex-wife.
I assume she was dead because that would make sense why they were still in Australia. Like they had moved because mom was from there.
And then she died.
And it's
so,
like it's all the girls ever known, and like
Yeah.
they're not going to go back to the States or whatever. But like, yeah, interesting. So if she's the ex-wife, is she not in Australia? Did he move continents to get away from her?
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said ex-wife. She died.
Oh, of course she did. Of course she did. Hello, and welcome to the Articulate Love-In. We are your hosts. I'm Joel.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are the Articulate Love-In. I'm one half of the Articulate Coven, which is a podcast and community all about Anne Rice and her assorted works and adaptations. This is my lovely wife, Kelly.
Me.
And what we do here is we watch and react to something. So far, it's been spooksy. We did Fright Night for our first Articulate Love-In, which was one of your first
horror movies,
right?
Yeah, ever.
Tonight, we are going to start our first series. So Kelly and I asked the community a while back, what would you like us to watch and react to? And I think the overwhelming favorite, honestly, was
Black Sails.
Yeah, Black Sails.
Yeah.
So that's probably what we will do eventually. It's a longer series, though, and we wanted to bite off something that'd be a little bit easier to chew for a while. So
yeah,
we came up with this one.
Get my feet wet.
Did I just make a wolf pun, by the way? I'm assuming there's chewing in this. There's biting and chewing. So this is Wolf Like Me from Peacock TV. That's where you can watch it.
Isla Fisher, Josh Gad.
I'm glad you knew it because I couldn't remember either one of their names. I was like, the guy who plays Olaf and the girl who's not Amy Adams. That's what I knew. I was like, the girl who's not Amy Adams. You know, for a long time, the only way that I knew Danny Trejo was to think of him as Edward James Olmos, because he looks like Edward James Olmos, like older, rougher brother. I don't know, or maybe younger, rougher brother. Actually, I guess. Anyway, Isla Fisher,
yes,
and Josh Gad. Those are our two leads. So you've watched this series before, right?
I have. I watched it once, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But I hope they make more. So
I've seen like 3 scenes of this, I guess, over her shoulder, like walking in when something weird happens. I know it's about werewolves, obviously, Wolf Like Me. I'm fairly certain that Isla Fisher is the wolf in question, and that Josh Gad is not a wolf.
Wouldn't you like to know?
You know, indeed. Well, we'll find out here shortly, I hope. And I know that it involves pregnancy. First of all, I know that because I saw some scenes in the show, but I also know that from the marketing. There's like, if you go click on it now, the head image is Isla Fisher pregnant. So I'm assuming there's a pregnant werewolf in this show, is what I'm assuming, honestly. What's your history with wolf stuff, Kelly? I'm known for vampire stuff, so this is out of my whole wheelhouse.
I don't know.
How much werewolf stuff have you watched? So
not much.
I was a big fan of.
I mean, I feel like I've seen a bunch of werewolf stuff, but
so I
don't
know you've owned an American Werewolf in Paris, the one from the 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah. So
soundtrack too.
I think I saw that movie once. Yeah. But I don't remember liking it when it first came out. I loved An American Werewolf in London, the original from the 80s. And I think I had like a Jones against the one from the 2000s because it was not connected enough for me. I don't know. I love the Wolfman, the original Wolfman.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that till we were showing the kid. Did we watch Wolfman with the kids?
Yeah, that was like the whole reason. So I made the kids last year at Halloween. I made the kids watch every week. We watched one Universal monster movie. Like
it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the kids' favorite was probably The Mummy, maybe?
It was The Mummy, or they liked Creature from Black Lagoon, too.
Oh, yeah, everybody liked Creature from the Black Lagoon. Creature from the Black Lagoon is a sleeper. Like, not enough people... First of all, it comes way later than the others. Like Dracula is from, like, the 30s, I think, or something like that. So, those are really old movies. Wolfman was always my favorite growing up. I loved Lon Chaney Jr.
Like, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like
you enjoyed the Marvel one, Werewolf by Night, that came out a couple of years ago. That was in black and white. Remember? No, don't even remember it.
No,
it was like a special presentation on Disney Plus. Anyway,
no,
we're gonna see this one.
I watched Teen Wolf.
There you go. That's one.
Once
that
Upon
counts.
a Time.
Teen Wolf.
I mean,
were you a Teen Wolf 2 kind of girl? Were you a Jason Bateman fan as well?
Oh, wait.
You know, Teen Wolf 2 was his cousin.
Oh, wait.
Do you only know Teen Wolf 2?
No.
College?
No, I'm so wrong. I feel like an idiot, and I feel like people are going to make fun of me now.
No, what were you thinking of?
What's the one with Michael J. Fox?
That's Teen Wolf.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so Teen Wolf was Michael J. Fox in a small town. It's a high school movie.
Okay.
And then Teen Wolf 2, T-O-O, as in Teen Wolf also, was Jason Bateman in college. It's his cousin. It's not... It's
okay.
Yeah, the idea was, like, they wouldn't have done this back in the day. But, like, if they made this as a modern franchise, there would have been a third one where the two of them got together and were Teen Wolves together. Neither one of them would have been teens at that time. I don't think either one of them were teens when they shot the film, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I've never seen the Jason Bateman that I know of. I mean, I know.
Okay, we got to watch
Jacob.
that one sometime because, like, literally, it is, in my opinion, better than the original. The original is a better horror movie. The sequel is a better comedy. So there you go. All right, let's see what this is. I don't even know if this is comedic, for instance. All right. I am an Isla Fisher fan, though. I am a not Amy Adams fan. I'm an Amy Adams fan, too. I like not Amy Adams as well. In association with Stan. Oh, Stan's a TV network. Isn't Stan... Wait a minute. Isn't Stan where... Was Stan what used to carry Schitt's Creek at the same time that it was coming on in America on TV? Or was Stan what used to carry Letterkenny? I feel like one of them was the partner that the American streaming did with Stan. I don't know. Anyway, that's a foreign streaming service of some sort.
I do have a little girl to consider.
A little girl? She's 11.
That's what Stan is. Stan's an Australian service because that's where the Weekly Planet boys talk about all of their shows being. Well, they're like, oh, it's on HBO for you guys.
Isn't she?
Is she really?
Alexa, is Isla Fisher Australian?
Isla Fisher is from the United States.
Oh.
I was gonna say there's no way that accent is fake. Man. Okay, but yeah, that's what Stan is. Stan's an Australian streaming network.
With regard to Emma.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding me.
Please don't be sarcastic.
Can you please not be a piece of shit?
Okay.
I'm an empath.
Okay, are we ready to order?
Does it look like we're ready? Fuck off. Oh my god! Stop trying to control everything! You can't control
everything! There's the reason why you hadn't gotten introduced to Emma yet, by the way.
That's why.
I was a single dad for a while with two young boys. They were actual children, not 11.
Yeah.
Boy, I did not do that so well at the beginning. I did make you wait a long time though.
Yeah.
She was real cool about it though.
It's like 6 months, something like that.
Man,
a little less than that.
It was longer than that, honestly, but I think you're right.
No,
yeah.
It's about 6 months, give or take.
It's a hard thing to do. Please.
She is Australian.
What?
I was right. I knew it. Isla Fisher. Well, you can't see it. There we go. There it is. Isla Fisher is an Australian actress and writer, but she has Scottish heritage.
Dingus was wrong.
She was born on February 3rd in Muscat, Oman, to Scottish parents Elspeth Reed and Brian Fisher.
Look at that.
She's Australian. I knew it.
You knew all sorts of things. I've never heard her speak in her Australian accent, I don't think. I don't guess I've seen her do a lot of press, I guess. I don't know.
After a chilly night of 7.5 degrees, Adelaide is in for a sunny one today.
So, wait. So this is set in... Does the whole thing set in... Well, you don't tell me that. She doesn't have an Australian accent in the show, though, does she?
Go that way.
Pops, we're better off staying on the usual.
Not moving!
The 11-year-old doesn't know traffic, is my guess. My kid is actual driving age, and he doesn't know directions around our town.
It is my job to keep you safe.
Holy moly. Okay, that is some Meet Joe Black cold open nonsense. Like, oh my gosh. Whew, did not expect that. All right, the cover image here is like,
Cool.
yeah, very neat. Oh, we're going to go right to the, oh man, I thought we'd skip it.
What did you say to her? What did you do?
She hit your car.
Well, that's our answer, by the way. She doesn't have an Australian accent in the show. Man. You know, secret British have been a thing for a while. The secret Australians will get you, though. Good book choice. Man, that opening got me. Like, what?
I can't believe you didn't see it coming.
No. I should have. It was too stressful a drive.
You gave me your address through insurance. I wanted to say sorry for wrecking your universe. I read it when I was your age, and I loved it.
You don't know my age.
11?
I'm 12 and 2 months.
Thoughtful gesture. What do you say, Em? Yeah. You like that?
Mine are almost 11, and yes.
Mary.
Would you like a cup of Gary? Tea. Would you like a cup of tea, Mary? My name is Gary.
Sure.
He could have done worse.
That's so sweet.
Incredible start.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
I'm super surprised that you didn't talk me into watching this with you the first time. I'm glad you didn't.
I think I did. I think I tried to.
You think you tried? Oh, you probably did when you started. But I mean, like, once you got into it, you weren't like... There have been several shows lately where you'll do them in a week and a half and then be like, now you and I are going to watch this show together. Because I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I just make her do podcasts about things.
Emma's mom, my ex-wife.
Oh, I assumed she was dead. I assumed she was dead because that would make sense why they were still in Australia. Like, they had moved because mom was from there.
And then she died.
And it's
so,
like, it's all the girls ever known, and,
yeah.
like, they're not going to go back to the States or whatever. But, like, yeah. Interesting. So if she's the ex-wife, is she not in Australia? Did he move continents to get away from her?
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said ex-wife. She died.
Oh, of course she did. Of course she did.
Oh, shit.
What?
The book I gave her. The mom is dead and she lives alone with her dad.
Oh, God. Well, I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Well, then her dad dies and leaves her all by herself.
She may actually like that.
Well, that's a lot of blood.
That is a lot of blood.
Even when the stranger looks as pretty as Isla Fisher, don't send them to your bathroom when you... I mean, all he knows about this woman is that she's a terrible driver.
Yeah. And she's, I mean, good, but not great at picking up books.
It's kind of like the time I gave my wife, who is a widow, I was going on a work trip. And I thought, I need to give her some movies for a girls' night. And so I bought her Clueless. Great. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. She asked for it even. And then also I got Ghost. For her to spend some time with her dead ex-husband. It's not ex, I guess, if he dies. Her dead former husband. Yeah, weird. I'm weird, guys. I read the room just as well as Isla does here. See, I got stuff in my cabinets I might not want you to see. I don't know what fluoxetine is.
Well, there's a lot of blood coming out of your dad.
Gosh, she is so awkward.
Hurts a lot.
Does it really?
Yeah, I want to pretend like it doesn't.
It hurts a lot. I want to pretend like it doesn't. I don't even...
What, brought you here?
There was something about your daughter at the accident. I know it sounds like a complete weirdo thing.
I'm so sorry. I meant what brought you to Australia.
Oh. Well, I stopped pursuing that when I got here because it was really hard for me to do the one-on-one stuff.
I totally just heard her accent.
Mm-hmm.
I totally just heard her accent break through. That is so... How have I never heard it before? Like, I've seen her in a lot of things. So strange. Secret Australians, man.
Lisa was Australian. So we moved when she was pregnant.
Called it!
To leave them behind.
Emma, you okay? Oh, God. It's all over you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yes. We are not good with mugs. The last time you're going to see mugs over here. Ice or anything?
I mean, nobody wants to be Wicked stepmother. Is that she's just scared of hurting the little girl?
Look, you coming in to check on Emma was a very thoughtful gesture.
I did hit you both with my car.
You did. And I am planning on suing you. Can I maybe take you out to dinner tomorrow to talk about
Oh,
her?
I can't do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to overstep my boundaries.
No, I mean, I can't do dinner. I could do lunch.
I love Josh Gad so much.
I do too. I mean, obviously he's like super exposed because of Olaf and everything.
Well,
Like
yeah.
he's everywhere. But he seems like a genuinely likable person too.
Yes.
But he's also got great comedic timing. Like he is really, really good with basically any
Very
level of anything.
talented.
Okay, question. Obviously you knew this was a werewolf show going in.
Yes.
When she says she can't do dinner,
Mm-hmm.
are you immediately like, oh, okay, well, she's a werewolf? Like, did you know
Yes.
that was a setup? Okay. I was like,
Yes.
Ashley and I talked about, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but a certain other show where someone drags a crate in the first episode and we're like, oh, that's a vampire box.
Yeah,
I know how this works.
That's a coffin.
Yeah. Well,
That's got a vampire in it.
if you tell me you can't do dinner, I'm like, oh, that's
probably a
werewolf.
vampire.
No, a vampire could only do dinner.
Oh,
right?
that's
A vampire
right.
could
That's
never
right.
do breakfast or lunch.
Right. My bad.
I can't
My bad.
stay. Can't
Yes.
stay till the morning.
Yes.
But a werewolf can never do dinner,
Yes.
right? That makes sense. Okay.
I mean, maybe only on a full moon. They can't do dinner.
Well, it depends on the universe. Yeah. Good that they established why both these Americans are in Australia for their livelihoods.
But also, why didn't they just let her keep
Yeah.
Doing close-up magic to entertain at the nursing home, Muay Thai, and I make cheese.
And I make cheese.
She's the most productive werewolf I've ever heard of. I mean, generally that takes up
Her
a lot of your time.
functionality is fantastic.
She is a high functioning. She's probably on the spectrum though, the way that she's presented so far in this series for sure.
I can't either.
One sec.
All right, what is she avoiding in the? I mean, werewolves don't have a garlic thing or anything like that I'm aware of.
What could it be, Joel?
I mean, it could be meat. It could be. Is this the reason why Lestat doesn't want to go to Paris? Because there's an ex-boyfriend in there.
So right now, you have a lot of questions.
Yes. I don't
What's
know.
your biggest question right now?
Honestly, my biggest question right now is why would she avoid that place in particular? That's I feel like, because I mean I feel like I know why she doesn't want to do dinner with him. That's because she's a werewolf, and I'm assuming it's probably the.
I mean, it's getting close to a full moon because you saw it in the sky and all those scenes.
Oh, I hadn't even paid attention, honestly.
There was like five
times they showed you an almost full moon
clips. That guy jogging and they were showing the houses and it had a giant ass moon in it.
I'm very observant. I watch TV shows for a living.
I know.
Thanks.
That's why I'm saying I'm surprised you didn't see the moon. Like,
My bad. My bad. They just go to a bar for lunch?
that's what she pulled him into.
That is not lunch. It's a big ass bottle of. Well, I guess you're gonna have two people splitting it. That's okay.
Yeah. It's like 2 glasses of wine.
That was really expensive.
I don't listen to music.
It's really expensive with a squirrel cap. I don't know. Maybe Australia does it differently.
That's a good point. That's a good point. We don't know about Australian wine. That's very fair.
I mean, I get like.
Can you think of? I mean, we don't get cheap wine anymore, but a lot of our wine does have screw tops. But that's like $20 bottle, $25 bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about expensive wine.
I don't know.
I will say this: she might have just meant it was expensive because she bought a whole bottle of wine in a bar.
Ah, true.
If she hadn't been hit by that car, we wouldn't be listening to that voice. That voice melts spines.
God, you would fall in love with her so quick.
I mean,
you would leave me.
No, I mean at this point, no, because I don't have.
At this point,
I don't have any time for anybody else's drama or baggage. Kelly and I have all the baggage. Thank you very much. We share it. It's all our same baggage.
Yeah.
So there's no more onboarding of baggage at this point. I also don't need to ever meet anyone else's parents. Thank you very much. I'm not even gonna. Someday our children will get married, and I will not invite their in-laws to the wedding. Honest, I'll be like, we'll shake hands at the wedding or whatever. Like we don't need to get together for dinner. I don't need to know where you come from. I don't need to know. No more baggage is my point. Okay. First of all, that this singer does have a lovely voice. It reminds me a lot of, and I don't know the singer's name, but the band is called My Brightest Diamond. The lead singer has this amazing, like, deep female voice, which is just like...
It's like sultry.
Yes, but also, like, incredibly powerful. She does the Queen's portions of the Decemberists' Hazards of Love, like, concept album. Yeah. Really, really good. I'm assuming that story is true, though, about that artist, that they got like hit by a car and stuff. I got to look this person up. That is a fantastic story. As far as falling in love with her, she's just like every manic pixie dream girl, right? Like it's like this is. I started saying Nicole Kidman, not Nicole Kidman. What's her name from Garden State? Natalie Portman. This Natalie Portman when she's like, "You ever listen to the Strokes or whatever?" You know, like I don't even know what band it is in that show when she puts the headphones on his head.
The only thing that would make her sleep is when I would sing to her. There is freedom within. There is freedom without. We know they will win.
Well, that was really lovely. Also, it is incredibly difficult for a person as confidently able to sing as Josh Gad is to be like, "Oh no, I'm shy.
Yes.
Let me hide my voice. I don't feel confident."
Yeah. You know he's a great
What he wants to do is be like, "In summer."
Yeah. Hey now. Yeah. Belt it.
So he's like every character from Pitch Perfect.
That was beautiful.
That was really lovely. Okay, now we know why Isla Fisher fell for him. Okay, there are many glasses on the table. I'm gonna hazard a guess. Is that it too? But they're not drinking wine anymore. They've moved on to some sort of spirit.
Correct.
Okay, so my guess is this has been going on quite a while, and we're gonna have a sudden evacuation because she's gonna realize how late it is.
Get messy. Messy's good. Break yourself open. It's how the light gets in.
That is a Leonard Cohen lyric. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
Well, see at the beginning, it had that quote, Groucho Marx.
Really?
Literally said that across the screen, the very first thing.
I'm so observant.
Y'all.
Are we even watching the same show? She's gonna see his watch and skedaddle.
I also can't remember
how many episodes they go in before he finds out.
No, I know.
Okay.
But I was also thinking, I was like, does she skedaddle because she's a werewolf and it's late? Or does he go, oh shit, I forgot my kid at school? I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Whoops.
I can't remember.
I kind of figured she might take the bus, I guess.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
she's
know.
a latchkey kid. I don't know.
Who put on that song?
I don't know.
Did you just put on the song?
I've been sitting here with you.
I need to go.
Did I do something wrong?
No, I just feel like this is, I shouldn't have put myself in this situation.
What situation?
I haven't day drunk in a really long time, so.
I don't think it's a day anymore.
Really, what time is it?
After 6?
Don't stop believing in who you are.
She's a track star.
Keep thinking like, God, how tore up her feet would be.
On your left.
Don't lock yourself in your basement. Always Adelaide.
Like full-on purge lockdown. Like the outside window shutters or whatever even.
Yeah.
Excellent start. I'm so glad we're watching this, first of all. Yeah, really, really good opening to the series.
Like the layout, was that kind of like what you expected it to be kind of laid out like? Or is it so far kind of different than something you expected?
No, I knew it was a dating thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how these two people got together in the first place. Like I knew that from when you watched it. And I think I knew he was even a single dad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know inherently that like the trauma of it all is going to be part of the deal.
Yeah. Although
you and I have talked about in the past, like horror I think is always best when it's about personal trauma.
Yeah.
Right, like the monsters are us.
Yeah.
The demons are always inside our problems. I love it. I like it hit the ground running. I feel like it's got to come to a head pretty quickly, which is good. Like he needs to be on board with what's going on with her.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to tease that out like a Sam and Diane thing for seasons or anything, you know. Because then we've got to figure out what the daughter's going to deal with it too. And I kind of me wonders, and I don't think that I saw anything like this from the show, but part of me wonders if their innate connection isn't saying something. Like how does like, werewolf, the daughter,
like Mary and the daughter?
Yes, Mary and the daughter. Like how does werewolfism, how does lycanthropy work in this universe? I don't know. So like,
well, I do want to ask if you noticed something.
Okay.
Did you notice that when he went and grabbed a thing out of her book bag,
it was a wolf? Yes.
Okay.
So I had seen the wolf, or it's at least like a
dog.
Yeah, like a big, like a wolfy dog. What are those? Huskies,
like
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's either a husky or a wolf. But yes, I had noticed that in the bedroom even before that. That when she's working on her project, there's a shot and you see the stuffed wolf, and I was like, oh well, that's cute. Yeah, I hadn't, and again, I don't know if that's alluding to anything, but those are my thoughts as far as like what might be coming. Really good series. I'm super excited to watch this with you all.
I'm glad you like it.
We're going to go ahead and do another one right away. So there you go. Don't forget, wherever you're watching these, if you're watching them on YouTube, you can get them early and ad-free and without all of the editing that's required to get us past the copyright censors on our Patreon, articulatecoven.com/join. $2 a month or more gets you access to everything we make. So there you go. We'll be back soon. We are the Articulate Love-In.